2 weeks after the earthquake, tsunami and nuclear disaster had left many wondering whether to stay in Fukushima prefecture, Mitsuhiro Nishimori moved his life here. He had already identified this place as the perfect one to fulfill a dream and set up as an independent traditional papermaker. It's an intricate process, one dependent on the purity of the ingredients and the rhythm and senses of the maker. The finished product, he says, always reflects his state of mind. So he tries not to think about what's happening at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant.
If you think about it too much, you won't be able to live here anymore. When you become conscious of it, you start getting concerned about all sorts of things. So part of me tries to avoid thinking.
For Nishimori, the beauty of this place is in its groundwater, its purity and abundance. It's a preoccupation he shares with Tokyo Electric Power Company. 400 tons of groundwater flood reactor basements every day, becoming instantly contaminated, needing to be stored in fields of temporary tanks. Beyond clearing space for more tanks, TEPCO says the long-term solution is a bypass, diverting the water straight out to sea.
We need to continue to explain that the bypassed underground water is clean and not contaminated. We also need to explain that the whole purpose is to reduce the amount of contaminated water.
As well as government approval, TEPCO needs the assent of Fukushima fishermen, men like Kazunori Endo. He believes that with government guarantees, assent will probably come, but reluctantly, in the face of deepening mistrust.
They need to come up with measures that we can have faith in. But even if another form of third-party oversight is introduced, there have already been so many of them, committees and panels. We haven't been able to trust them. We can't trust TEPCO or whoever surrounds them.
The issue for TEPCO isn't just that the groundwater continues to flood in. It's that with each new problem at the plant, public trust in the company's ability to manage this decommissioning process ebbs away still further. And the problems have been mounting. A leak at a radioactive water pool, dead rodents short-circuiting the entire cooling system.
Even if the electricity is lost, it is supposed to affect only limited areas. That's how an incident is usually contained. But everything failed. That's because it's all a temporary setup and not designed properly.
For those living in Fukushima, the disaster didn't just happen 2 years ago, it continues. And with a decommissioning process set to last decades, most of it has yet to be written. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Fukushima, Japan.